Hello, folks. Well, this is Miguel from the Embargo Man channel. Well, okay. Now when we're talking about Father's Day on Election Day, now let's talk about one thing in particular. This is something to do, and what it is for some of you people living in other countries. Election Day may differ. For people in the U.S., Election Day comes every Tuesday on November. And this is kind of have election day in the United States when there's pre-elections for one side is the Republican candidate for the Republicans candidates to run for president. The other is for the Democrat candidates. Whichever it is, then presidential elections for each candidate of each party will run to be for the next president of the United States. So, what it is with all these different laws and things like that, I mean, there are some things that I heard about Roe versus Wade. To me and myself, in my opinion, I think people should be responsible of their own actions. And what it is that there's some biblical saying is give to God what is to God, donate it to the church that you're going to, or to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, pay your taxes, right? So all this comes to mind is the one conclusion to all of this is to have a point of all these things, all right? I do agree that people could have a choice what it is. In my opinion, a woman have a choice if her decision is, I mean, this is not at everybody of all stands, not everybody does abortions. The largest nation that does more abortions is Russia, right? So just Google it. The list is there, and then what we're talking about, that all of this what's going on is I am outside the U.S. But what is going on is that this was going on is that every individual would say, okay, let's put this into action. If you want to, just go ahead. I mean, example for, in my opinion, if giving your children for adoption is the one of the best options that I think that, I mean, in my opinion and my what I believe or whatever it is like a right decision in my moral perspectives. But if there is one solution is, contraceptives. Let's hope you have a Trojan in your hand and hope it won't get busted. That is a point of view that, okay, we're all human beings. I mean, let's all be responsible for our actions. So when the moment is right, it's time to conceive a child. Get ready. Let's conceive a child. If not, just chill out. Think about it. What is it? Do I need to wear a condom or not? That's the only way to, I think, prevent this kind of, I'm not say I am against a procedure. This is kind of like I knew how it is, and I've seen videos about this stuff. But now what is gonna be talking about different thing is in Colombia, election day. It is like all it is that you don't have. It's not like in the United States or in some country that you have 2 or 3 main political parties, right? So let it go that on May 15th or on May is the first presidential election round. They have various candidates from different parties. either way, whoever wins in the first round of elections, that means that the candidate who wins, and if there's a tie, then the second round comes on June. That means June, let's say June 15th, June 16th, or whenever it is. But most likely here in Colombia, Father's Day they switch it for next week. For the following week, because I know it was Father's Day in the United States. Right here is the second round of elections, and you have two candidates. Then what happened, even though I came to Colombia just to see my dad on Father's Day, what is officially Father's Day in the rest of the world, here in Colombia is the second round of elections. So two candidates are left, and one of the two candidates would be that the one that has the most votes wins. So seriously, the candidate that you talk about in the news, and probably Tony Moreno will have negative criticism on this man. So here we go. There's a candidate that you have won that have won the Colombian elections. So that's it. There it is. So that's how things work here. It is 2 rounds of elections. The first round comes around May. Around May is the first round of presidential elections. You have a bunch of candidates until there's 2 candidates fighting each other. And the second round, this is like saying it's more like a similarity on like in the US, the pre-elections of the GOP or the Democratic Party, which of the candidates, you have various candidates, and to that round is people vote for the candidate. And then on November, then presidents of only 2 parties are facing off. Here it is the first round and second round of presidential elections. You have various candidates. You have some of them with liberal ideals and conservative ideals. So you have the first round. It starts on May, and then on June, that means Father's Day was the second round of election day. The second round is that one of the 2 candidates that won gets to be president-elect, and that's how it is. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the Embargo Man channel. Please comment on this. What do you think of the 2 rounds, separate months of election day, and just here in Colombia? And see you in the next video, because I might just talk about other stuff. It might be very important, but that's how it works here. The first round is on May, first round of elections, and then the second round is on June. June around like the 18th or 20th, beyond. It fell on Father's Day on the 19th, but that's why Father's Day, they have it for next week. This is how it is. This is how the political system in Colombia works. 2 rounds, the May first round elections and the June second round elections. So goodbye, peace out, and please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.